How do you become an expert? How do you learn how to govern? How do you learn how to know what looks right, what doesn't? And usually that's a gut check because you're in it, you're in the weeds.
Today, we had the pleasure of talking to Emily McGuire. Emily works as a senior lifecycle marketing manager at Close and has a background working at Atlassian as well as running her own agency, which is no small feat. Let's talk about email. Introducing AI, have you stumbled across any kind of light bulb or aha moments with AI this year where you're like, this is perfect for my huge plate of to-do tasks?
I mean, I have found some like fun, shiny things to use AI for, but where it's helped the most has been the non-shiny things. Like I fed it my job description and my top priorities for the year. And every week I map out my week and I'm like, okay, based on my focus, my North Stars, where should I be spending my time? And here's my whole to-do list. It's so helpful for helping me prioritize. One of the cool things that actually our head of content created a brand voice GPT for us. And because I write all the copy too. And so,
Yep, of
of
course. Yep.
course, and I used to be like, very staunch about how email copy should be written. And the brand voice GPT gets me, I should say, like 70% of the way to where I'm trying to go, which has been a huge, huge help. And then I think the really big one this year is like the ops stuff that people don't really understand about life cycle marketing. Obviously the goal is to personalize as many experiences as possible, but when you have your data set up structured in very specific ways, that liquid changes very quickly. And so like I've been able to do way more personalization through Liquid than I've ever been able to do in my career. It would have taken me 10 times longer to do things.
I'm curious if you've cracked the code for like how to analyze campaigns or like one-off emails using AI, or if you've like found any tools that have given you this aha moment, because it seems like this is the next area where marketers are like, I need or I'm expecting AI to guide me towards what I need to do next based on data today.
That's the dream, right?
It is. I don't want to think. I don't want to analyze. You tell me.
Where it's actually been helpful is like I've played around a lot with that kind of thing, and there's still so much context that's missing from analysis that you have to continuously be like, okay, no, ignore that one. That's an outlier, or that's a special use case.
I was just kidding.
Yeah,
I was just joking. Yeah.
right. Exactly. So I haven't found anything at scale, and that's always been the struggle with analytics and reporting, is there's so much to look at, but the people I'm collaborating with, senior leadership or my manager or anybody else who's asking me how things are going, they care about the snapshots. To make it manageable for myself, I've been doing like a monthly review of like, oh, right, there was that campaign I was running that I set up a few months ago. Let me check in on that. Let me pull the numbers and like basically do a snapshot of that. So I've been doing like 3 snapshots a month. And where ChatGPT has been helpful is to help me tell a data story. And it helps me structure the story. Most people don't know what an open rate or a click rate or a conversion rate means in the grand scheme of things or in the larger context of life cycle or the business, period. But yeah, that's what I've been doing every month instead of these big reports. Is now every month I've got 3 learnings based on some program that ran or campaign that launched. That's been an unlock for me.
It's so true. Like just pasting a couple of bullets of like, here's our average open rate for the month and click through rate. Like, who cares about that?
Right.
And I can say that, I have to say that to myself. Like, who's going to care about that? They want to know if something's better or worse and how it's driven like further down the funnel impact, right?
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Because again, those are things that live in my head. Nobody else really has the context to understand, is this good performance? Is this bad performance? What should we do next? Or what have we learned from this?
Speaking of like teams and caring or like jobs to be done, how do you think AI is going to change the need for larger marketing teams? You've worked in a variety of different like industries and settings and consulting. You've had visibility into a ton of marketing teams. So I'm curious your perspective on like how you think AI is going to change dynamics internally.
That's something I think about a lot, and I'm actually, I am afraid of some of those things. I think it depends on the size of the business. I think these really large companies will slim down sizing of teams because they think that AI can do more than it can. And it's really funny because I equate it to automation. When we were all talking email automation, people think or still and used to think it can automate a ton of things, but you still need to spot check, you still need to govern, you still need to make sure it's doing the thing you want it to do at the right time. And I think people will try to replace people with AI with those kinds of things and then quickly realize that you need governance.
Someone needs to be boots on the ground, aware of what's going on, who's receiving what. And I'm fearful of how those people are going to evolve and not burn out.
Right. Well, and even how to learn, right? Like this stuff is taking over essentially entry level work, which, is fine, but like how do you become an expert? How do you learn how to govern? How do you learn how to know what looks right, what doesn't? And usually that's a gut check because you're in it, you're in the weeds. But I think smaller businesses who are cash strapped, those marketers, this will benefit them the most, right? They'll be able to do things they could have never done. It's going to help the underdogs,
Yeah.
a lot
Yeah.
more.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's more of a positive angle than where we should all fear for our jobs piece.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely think there's some fear, some healthy fear.
To wrap this up, what would be like one piece of advice you would give a marketer starting their AI journey or like currently in it?
Um, just dump into ChatGPT. Honestly, just start like that's the thing is like I always think it has to be perfect and you have to really know what you're doing, but often I'm just going to ChatGPT and just thought dumping in there of like this is the thing I'm trying to do. Here are the people I'm trying to work with, and who I need to communicate these things to. Here are our type of customers. Help me just organize this. And that is just a great place to start because it'll help you like organize your thoughts, which is my main blocker is just like getting too in my head. Oh, listen, I'll go and rant to ChatGPT all day sometimes. I can't do this anymore. I'm so sick of this campaign I'm working on. Please help me.
He's like, I understand your frustrations and I acknowledge that you have valid reasons for feeling this way. And honestly, that helps.
You're
Yeah.
such a brilliant marketer who knows
Yeah.
so many things
Yeah. You're
clearly.
so talented, Emily. Yeah. Kind of